Eastleigh will have a 92-tonne steam locomotive in the town centre from Saturday morning. Named Wadebridge, this train is the star attraction in a weekend of free events commemorating the town's railway heritage. And joining us in the studio now to tell us more is the Mayor of Eastleigh. Well, thank you very much for coming in, first of all. And obviously, it sounds like it's going to be a busy weekend with this massive train in the middle of town.
I think it's going to be, but I think the exciting bit is going to be Friday night at 10 o'clock when they offload it off the offloader and put it in position in the marketplace.
Wow. I mean, it's 92 tonnes. It's quite an impressive sight to see,
yes.
I must admit. A
lot of people are coming to that one with their films and their videos. There will be lights there, so if anybody else wants to come and observe this huge monster coming off of the low loader, they're most welcome to.
And as we said there, it's all to commemorate a rich history for Eastleigh. And
also it's 50 years since the last steam engine went through Eastleigh.
Really?
That's the major thing we're celebrating. It's that long ago since those horrible diesels came into being.
And that's the thing, for a lot of people, the steam engines with their old slam door carriages will have really pleasant memories. I
think so. We all have. I mean, probably my generation, we were all children, we all used steam trains. And my grandfather was a ticket collector and a guard before that. And he used to, on the unwelded lines, they used to have the little gaps. Right. And as the train went up the hill, it used to make this clicking noise, and we used to say, oh no, I can't. Oh yes, you can. Oh no, I can't. Oh yes, you can. It's the noise that the train made as it went over the joints in the rails. I still remember that one.
So, likely you've got your own memories there. Are you hoping that visitors over the weekend will bring their own memories? We hope so. There are not a lot left of them. Unfortunately, my father's passed over, and he worked in the local works as well. And my mother was one. Worked during the war on the Canadian Pacific, which we have an exhibition in the museum regarding the Canadian Pacific, which actually was made by females during the war. Wow. So she was one of those. So, as they say, I've got steam in my blood. So that's it. So it's not only Eastleigh's history, but part of your history as well.
Yes, my history. And there's an awful lot of people who are interested in steam trains nowadays. It's quite surprising. They come from everywhere.
Well, I think they say it's that nostalgia. There's something about the smell and the feel of the engines that maybe, like you said, the modern ones don't quite have the same appeal.
No, I know. We used to stand on the bridge and sniff in as they went underneath, get covered in smuts, but still absorb that nice smell of the smoke.
So maybe the real-life railway children going on there then?
Yeah, I think so. Unfortunately, she can't be started up because she's out of licence, so she's just there as a steam engine.
As a standing memorial.
Yes, that's right.
And as you said, there's a whole weekend, and they're all free events as well.
Yes, they're all free. There's a market which is based on the 60s, and we have things to do with railways, things to do with the 60s, and there was also a chili festival, but I remind people that's on as well. And there's a fun fair for the children, and there's the museum's got this Canadian Pacific, and the local point, the Old Town Hall as I still call it, has got a steam engine and a miniature railway, films. It's all going on. It's all connected with steam engines and the railways. And it's on the Sunday, on the Sunday we've got classic cars. So,
fantastic.
But the steam engine will still be there. Wadebridge will still be there.
Brilliant. And that's the thing, is that Eastleigh as a town, as a place, has evolved quite a lot in recent years, obviously with the cinema and the restaurants and things opening, but maybe there's some people out there that are not quite aware of its sort of rail heritage. No,
I think this is it. We have a big new influx of people. They're more than welcome in Eastleigh, but a lot of us who've got grandparents and fathers, we all remember the railway, but it's been gone a while now, so it's nice to bring it back so that today's children can learn about the history of their town.
And that's it. I mean, I'm from sort of the other side. I'm near Portsmouth, so I'm not overly familiar with Eastleigh's history. But was it that the locomotives were built there, or was it just
they came down from 6 Elms or 7 Elms. I'll never get that right. Sorry about that. And they opened the loco works, and they started to build engines. At one point, it was one of the major places where they built locos, and then they brought the carriage works down, so they built the carriages, which eventually started building those horrible diesels. But no, it was one point it was one of the biggest loco builders in England.
Wow, so this really is a chance for Eastleigh to celebrate its heritage, to be proud of where they come from.
That's right. Although people say we must move on and look to the future, it's nice to remember the past, because the past sometimes is just as important as the future.
Oh, definitely. And as I said, you've got all these free events. As I say, they're starting on Friday?
Well, Friday night she comes in at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
So if anybody wants a camera to go down and have a good shot. But I think it starts at 10 o'clock. I'm opening it at 12. How do you open a steam engine? I'm not sure. But I'm opening the fair at 12 o'clock on Sunday. And I think it's going on to about 6 because it's a lovely, hopefully, sunny day. And it's light. So we go on quite late.
And is there plans to do this again next year?
No. It's taken long enough to get this one down and organised because I can't imagine the things we've had to go through. We've had to have all the pipes checked, all the sewers checked, and that it can actually, the marketplace can actually.
I was going to say, because you don't want a 92-ton locomotive falling through the street, do you?
No, we don't, not really.
Well, that's brilliant. It sounds like it's going to be a fantastic weekend, and hopefully many people will come down and see it for themselves.
Yes, please come down. It's absolutely gorgeous. You'll thoroughly enjoy yourselves.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you.